Bingo. I got action.
Yo, what's good, y'all? Back with another one. And let's get into it, man. We gotta discuss this topic right here. Lamelo Ball to the Timberwolves for actually, let me slow down. The deal was Lamelo Ball and Josh Green to the Wolves, right? The Hornets get Naz Reid, 23 unprotected first round pick, 3 first round pick swaps in 2028, 2029, and 2030. And then they get 3 second round picks, 2029, 2032, 2033. So my take on it is I feel Charlotte must have felt good with let me slow down. With the production that they got from Con Kneppel in his first year. I think they liked what they seen from him and how he connected with the team. What else? Brandon Miller, of course, he's ascending. Hopefully he can stay healthy. Miles Bridges, I'm not sure. I've been hearing rumors about him getting traded. We'll see. They got bigs now. They had Carl Brenner. That was his first season. Let's see how he continues to develop. Then they went and got Heinz Steinbeck in this year's draft. And also, let me go back to the guard play. So now they've added another guard who I really like. I like the young kid, Christian Anderson, out of Texas Tech. They drafted him. So they do got a good squad in Kobe White. Kobe White just got re-signed, 3-year deal. So that's cool, or whatever, what have you. Of course, I like Naz Reid and what he provides. He can score, he can get buckets, and he's a tough guy. Like, you know what I mean? He's one of those guys that you would like to have on your team, especially when he brings that toughness, that physicality. Like, he's not too much of a physical player in a sense. Like, his style isn't like physical, but you get if you know what I'm talking about. And anyways, yeah. So they got a solid roster. They got a good thing going, but we gotta be real. As much as the immaturity, the shot selection, y'all don't like about him, y'all say about LaMelo, the turnovers a bit of times, right? I understand, you know what I mean? I don't like a reckless guy, but at the end of the day, like, my example is when we talk about turnovers, you can't just say turnovers and look at the stats and say, oh, turnovers, but you got to look at how the ball was turned over. Like, you get what I'm saying? Let's say, for an example, he's bringing the ball up and it gets picked at times. Sometimes that can happen. That counts as a turnover. Let's say it was a miscommunication. Passed it to his teammate and whatever. Teammate didn't get the ball or he didn't see the ball. It goes out of bounds, whatever. That counts as a turnover. So that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all got to pay attention to how the ball is turned over. And there is a high percentage I'm not excusing it. I'm just giving examples. I'm just laying the facts here. When you have a high usage rate, you do have a strong chance of you turning the ball over. Not excusing it. I'm just laying the facts. Right? And also, the facts about LaMelo. The reason how they got to the playoffs, I mean, not the playoffs, but the play-in, how they was able to be so good of a team and how they was able to make a strong run to be able to get to the play-in was in part to LaMelo, right? The people who pay for them season tickets or, you know, for a game or a few games or whatever have you, it's because of LaMelo. Let's keep it a buck. He put butts in them seats, man. He is what gets this thing going. He was the one that carried this team, get this thing. Granted, you do got some good players as well that came along. Don't get it misconstrued, because Miles Bridges did have a good game-saving block in that playing game and had a strong season. Brandon Miller, like I said, Con Kneppel or whatever. But LaMelo, he's so underrated and he doesn't get the flowers that he deserves because people like to slam on him because of the maturity thing and the turnovers. He does this. He takes crazy shots. He's shooting one-legged threes and things like that. And let me say this again. I'm just laying facts. I'm not making no excuses. But when you see guys like Kevin Durant shooting like a player that is literally in their face contesting their shots, Ace Bailey or whatever, they shooting them shots like that, contested shots like that with a defense, and you'll say, oh, those are tough shots and this, that. You think that they don't work on those? They work on those, man. It's not. Come on, it's not freaking something they just doing just to do it. Like this is not your street player out here going out at your rec center. These people work on a craft. They work on that. They work on having guys contest their shots in their face or whatever, so they can be good at it in game. Okay, now how I think this is gonna work out for the Wolves is like this. Like, and I get it. You know, another thing about Melo is his injury history. Yeah, so that is a thing. We do gotta take health into account. So hopefully he's healthy. He had a pretty decent amount of games that he played in last season, so that was pretty good. So hopefully you can get that same type of Lamelo. And if you got Lamelo playing a good amount of games, like whereas though, let's say 70 something games or whatever, or even like 68 or something like around that mark, and to be available around the playoffs, they could be key. Now they do gotta add a forward. They do gotta add a power forward or whatever. But you gotta put two on each of those guys. Like when you have guys like that who can create and they can play make like that, that can be scary. Like that's not, man, we talk about the best of the best. Like these two all-star caliber players. Like we know what Ant is, we know what he gonna bring. And obviously if you've seen LaMelo play, you know what he did. So that's gonna be something to handle. Now we like I said, we still got to take into account the health, and we got to see what they add in terms of the power forward position. Like, you know, you still need that. You need a little bit of depth because the West is deep. The West is deep, but I like it. It's very interesting. I like it. I like that LaMelo gets to go elsewhere. Go where you get celebrated, man. Hopefully we see some more games on national TV now, because people gonna want to see that backcourt for real. I'm not saying that they're going top teams, but it's something to watch for sure, right? So we'll see, man. But I like it, and that's all I got. Y'all chime in the comments. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. Tell me, do you like it, dislike it?